don't know what they thought this was, but I come through smoking. Smooth criminal like pounds, just told them with a squad get scolded. Walk with the Lord, not an omen. Still might have to grill a brother like Foreman. When my dogs start rioting, leaves will be falling off trees. You'd think that it's autumn. Yo, I can't stand these rap boys, feel to eliminate all. I'm trying to raise this stack, boy, so tall that it might fall. Top striker, man, I lick off the goal, so anything I set, I achieve and more. Soon bring the man them on some kind of tour. Enough liquor bottles in my rider report. I don't know why they would step to the team, and I'll send man airborne like fly beat. Come like this as some sci-fi scene when I lace this magic on these type of beats. I don't wanna hear no talk from a dweeb. You don't respect me if you don't pay my fees. If you don't respect me, then please better back out the way of this heat. I don't know what they thought this was, but I come through smoking. Smooth criminal like pounds, just told them with a squad get scolded. Walk with the Lord, not an omen. Still might have to grill a brother like Foreman. When my dogs start rioting, leaves will be falling off trees. You'd think that it's autumn. I don't know what they thought this was, but I come through smoking. Smooth criminal like pounds, just told them with a squad get scolded. Walk with the Lord, not an omen. Still might have to grill a brother like Foreman. When my dogs start rioting, leaves will be falling off trees. You'd think that it's autumn. Yo. Step to the place on my J's or with all nine and I'm on a mad one. I don't want no attention from that gal if she ain't a bad one. Man try tell me the 3-5 come too stinky, it's Cali that packs from. And if I go broke, N95s and nitro slapped on. Soon put Chef on the map, son, don't pop with too many brothers, they cap enough. Dog, I don't care about the past, stack bad in the present and you can get wrapped up. I don't deal with pests, man got no fertilizer for them. Go on then run up your mouth yet again, Joe get sent all the way up like Rem. Nah, that ain't the flexo. I got J's on my feet, they're retro. They can act like they got bars. I got bars in my name like Esco, and I'll slap them off like Crespo. Go dish out the news like Metro, and it's punks know that I don't take joke. In person they reject smoke. I don't know what they thought this was, but I come through smoking. Smooth criminal like pounds, just told them with a squad get scolded. Walk with the Lord, not an omen. Still might have to grill a brother like Foreman. When my dogs start rioting, leaves will be falling off trees. You'd think that it's autumn. I don't know what they thought this was, but I come through smoking. Smooth criminal like pounds, just told them with a squad get scolded. Walk with the Lord, not an omen. Still might have to grill a brother like Foreman. When my dogs start rioting, leaves will be falling off trees. You'd think that it's autumn.
Stopping me, I'm a pro like a Mac. Drip flow like a tap, tiptoe to the stack. Thrive under pressure, know when to attack. When it's showtime, front row to the back. Front line with my back up against the wall. If I'm up against the odds, then I'm about to give it all. About to get 'em all. I want
Welcome to the Lighthouse Theater. The time is now as we get set for what should be an incredible matchup. I'm Todd Grisham, and here with me, my broadcast colleague, it's Johnny Sugar Ray Leonard. Sugar Ray Leonard.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from Palmer Park, Maryland, a legend of the sport, the 5-division champion of the world, Sugar Ray Leonard. Fighting out of the blue corner, presenting one of the all-time greats, the Hall of Fame legend of boxing, a 5-division champion of the world, Sugar Ray Leonard.
What a pleasure to be in this unique environment. Every seat has been taken for tonight's match.
You can't beat a good old-fashioned rivalry. When there's guts, when there's feeling, when there's heart involved, that's when you get a good fight, one-on-one.
Thousands of fans here in attendance tonight, but when the bell rings, there will only be 2 that we're talking about. We have high hopes and aspirations for this fight. Jab does not score. Counter punches have to hurt. Beautiful counter shot. Swinging big and missing big with that hook. How about that time counter shot? Both men step back for just a moment. Catch and shoot. The crowd has settled into their seats. They are ready to see something special at this amazing venue.
Todd, I love theatres. For all these reasons, you can hear everybody in the crowd. You can hear the punches actually echo. If you're that fighter coming in and you know you're in such an intense atmosphere, you know the pressure is going to be on.
This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. It's just like a match made in heaven.
That counter punch caught him clean. Well done with that counter shot. I don't think it's going to be a boxing match. This is going to be a fight. The straight right just misses. So much for boxing. This is a fist fight. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. They've got the momentum. Here we go. It's round 2. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
And he scores with the counter. If you like defense, you're going to love this fighter. Excellent defense. They stay on the outside. They use their jab efficiently, and they don't take damage.
This is what makes outside fighters so good. Their footwork is second to none. It's as fast as their hands.
The straight right just misses. Real good back and forth between these two fighters.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
There's a counter shot. Couldn't land that jab. Counter lands. And this is a you hit me hard, I'll hit you hard type of fight. No rest for the weary. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. We know they've got the advantage, so switch on. Switch on. And there's the bell for round 3. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
They exchange punches. And just as quickly as the action slows down, it heats back up. The straight right just misses. Figure out the combination to this sink.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
When are we going going to see a jab from these two. Neither one of these fighters want to see the judges' scorecards. And he wasn't ready for that counterpunch. These punches coming from every angle. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. That was almost a 10-8 round. Back at it in round 4. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
Middleweights always gives us a class. If you've got 2 class middleweight fighters, you are in for action. I'm quite sure right now, if you know your boxing, there's a certain fighter, Mr. I would just say marvelous, but some fighters were unbelievable middleweight.
Both fighters landing in these exchanges, judge is going to have a tough job.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
The courage on display here is incredible. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. There's no secret.
Back into the fight.
Time for the 5th round. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Sugar Ray is rocked! That was the moment!
Bean Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Punching. The old adage is no matter how much speed you've got, timing beats speed.
The middleweights are the best you can ever come across. Obviously the glamour is a heavyweight, but the middleweight is the size of the average man or woman. When you get in there and you're letting the shots go, you've got power, you've got speed, you've got pace, you can stand, you can dance, you can do everything. We can look back in history. You know the amazing fights at middleweight are ridiculous. That is what writes our history book.
Pretty close fight here in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Caution being thrown to the wind. Someone tell these two that they can be defensive for a minute if they want to. Threw a punch and just got countered. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. From this moment forward, he cannot afford to lose.
We're going to let him get back in.
This is the beginning of round 6. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
They block the uppercut. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
Look back in the history books. Some of the best fighters in the world were the middleweights. Yes, the glamour division is the heavyweights, we know. But I'm telling you now, you look right there. These guys are on it. Fast, sharp, powerful. It hurts, and you can imagine that being you. They're the size of an average man.
You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Nope, that jab not gonna score. Well, they're going deep into the gas tank on this round. Someone's will cave, but which fighter will it be? Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. And a round that seemed like eternity for them. And there's the bell to start round 7. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when they've done in the ring with fights like that and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
They won't give us a second to catch our breath. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them more than happy.
Punch, counter punch. The only fear you have with this fighter is has he punched himself out? What heart, what desire, but at what cost? A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. He is down big time on the score.
Big, deep breath.
There's the bell to start round 8. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
is sort of the death by 1,000 paper cuts approach. He'll hit you 1,000 times before you can land one.
When you have a fight that's got that great footwork and that great hand speed, it's so hard. It's an uphill battle.
Is he going to punch himself out, though? Defense is not an option for these two. We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Well, Johnny, has anything surprised you here as we enter the final frames of this bout?
This is about ego. Get your ego in check, Todd, because if you fight a man that is used to doing this, he's confident and comfortable doing this, why are you giving him that chance to dance that dance? Step out of the way, box him. Frustrate him, because if you let him get away with it, he blows you down.
His stamina is off the charts. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. The way either one of these fighters hoped it would go, but they can't be too upset. No one loses here. This fight's a draw.
You know what? That's fair. And for the fans, I feel sorry for the fans because they wanted to walk away with some winner, but eventually these guys are going to have to do it all over again. A draw, suck it up, Buttercup.